Hello, little gremlins of the internet. I'm trying something a little bit different today and playing F1 24 to celebrate the start of the 2025 Formula One season. I couldn't think of a better way to celebrate this than trying, and I seriously mean trying, to beat Lando Norris' pole position time for the 2025 Australian Grand Prix. In qualifying, Lando Norris set a 1:15.096, which by itself is already almost a whole second faster than what Max Verstappen managed to achieve for the same race in 2024, which means I'm going to have a big challenge ahead, because so far, my best ever time at Australia is something like a 117 point something or other, which means this is going to be really fun. Obviously, first after I loaded in, I decided to attempt a few quick warm-up laps because it's been months since I played this game last, and I wanted to get back up to grips with the handling model and how the cars feel. Suffice it to say, it went about how you would expect. A lot of spinning, crashing, missing braking points, generally making a mess of track limits, as expected, honestly. But I was definitely getting somewhere as I kept restarting and doing more laps. I made a few setup tweaks after a while because the setup I initially had felt way too jumpy and loose because I copied it from somebody on leaderboards. I was like number 1 or 2, I think Alfie Butcher maybe. But yeah, I made a few setup tweaks after a while because the setup I initially had felt way too jumpy and loose, like I said. So I smoothed it out a bit to have the car more planted and stable on corner entry with less likelihood of oversteer. Honestly, worked like a charm. I could already feel immediately, even with the mistakes I was making, that I was on the right track. Everything felt a lot better, and I was able to attack the corners a lot more with much more confidence. Ignoring track limits, you can see my lap time started to fall lower, and I even put my first push lap on the board with a spin in turn 12, which cost me a few seconds and led me at a 120. Good job, Nath. Precise as ever. Hey, just real quick before I continue, I appreciate anybody who's watching right now. Would love if you maybe gave the video a quick like and maybe even a sub. I don't do stuff like this often, but I have a lot of goofy and funny stuff you can watch even besides this. So, if you feel so inclined, why not? Otherwise, enjoy the last little bit. So after that lap, I started feeling like I genuinely had the pace to get a quick lap down, even quicker than the 117 I had done before. I was pushing on almost every lap, and eventually I was consistently getting laps in the 116s, albeit all of them invalidated because I'm really, really bad at keeping the car inside the white lines. I was making progress, though, and my laps were starting to feel more consistent and much more put together, making ya boy quite happy in the process. After some time, I even started threatening the low 116s, which was a lot of progress for only about 45 minutes worth of laps and, spins. Bruh. After a few more attempts, I did end up getting the lap I was hoping for, though, and it looked something like this. Suffice it to say, compared to the rest of the grid this year, that lap was slow, only putting me 10th on the grid. And even in 2024, I still would have been second. But I think I did quite well for only having about 2 hours to record myself, and considering the progress I made, solid effort, I'd say. In any case, I do hope you enjoyed and had fun, because I sure did. So, see you next time.